Hello everyone, welcome to the Snowflake procedures using SQL chapter. And today we are going to learn the parameterized cursors. So we are going to see how the parameterized cursors can be used in the Snowflake procedures. So let's get started. So I created this new stored procedure that will iterate through a cursor and it will run some insert statements to load data into a table based on certain filter conditions. So let's get started. We have created the declare section here in the store procedure, and within the declare section, I have defined this cursor. So the syntax is cursor name, then cursor for, and then comes the select statement. So you'll see that I'm selecting data from orders table, and I have provided a filter condition which says order priority equal to question mark. So this question mark is actual our parameter, and I'm just limiting the data to 10 records just for this demonstration purpose. And then within the begin section, I'm creating a new table which is called as orders with priority. This table is similar as orders table, and I'm just creating this as empty table, and that's why I have provided this condition as where 1 equal to 2. This will ensure that the table will be created as an empty table without any data. Next comes the open cursor name using syntax, and within the brackets I have provided the I underscore order priority, which is the parameter that we are going to pass to this procedure. So what this statement does is, once we provide this parameter to this query, it will actually replace this question mark with this I underscore order priority, and it will run the statement and it will fetch those 10 number of records into this cursor. Once we have got the data into the cursor, we'll come to the for clause. So for clause will actually iterate through each of those records which are already added to the cursor. After the for clause, we have got this rec underscore orders, which is a variable, and this variable will basically hold the data from the cursor. You can use any name for this variable. Then it comes in and the cursor name and then do. So this means that now this loop will run for 10 number of times provided you have got 10 records in this cursor. So each of the fields that I selected into the select clause can be read using this rec underscore orders. So you can see that in the next step, I'm selecting the O underscore order key field from the cursor, and it has to be prefixed with rec underscore orders dot. So this will ensure that the order key is stored into a variable called as v underscore order key. This variable I have defined in the declare section as varchar. Once the order key is stored, I am running this insert statement. So I'm inserting data into this new table, orders with priority, and I'm selecting data from the orders table where O underscore order key is equal to V underscore order key. So this will ensure that we are loading data into this table only for that particular order key and not all the records from this table. So you can also see here that the V underscore order key needs to be referred into a select clause or into any SQL query with a prefix of colon. So this will tell the Snowflake that this is indeed a variable and not any variable or not any column from this select table. Then the next filter I have applied is total price greater than 50,000. So I'll insert only those records for which the order total price is more than 50,000, and then I'm going to commit the data. So this will run for the all the 10 records provided this or total price is greater than 50,000. Now let's execute this script and create the procedure. The procedure has been now created. Now let's run this stored procedure. So I'm executing a call statement and I'm providing the parameter as one-urgent. So before we run this, let's see what all different types of priorities are available in this orders table. So I'm running this query, select distinct order priority from the orders table. So you can see that there are 5 different kinds of order priorities. So let's start running this procedure for urgent priority. So let me run this procedure now. It will take about a few seconds. Yeah, the procedure has now been completed. Now let's go and check the data in the orders with priority table. Let's see if we got any data loaded into this table. Yes, we have got 9 records inserted into the table, and you can see that the order priority for all of them is urgent. And like I mentioned before, we are loading data only for those orders where total price is more than 50,000. So you can see here that the total price for all of these orders is more than 50,000. And you might have noticed here that there are not 10 records inserted into the table but just 9, and that's probably because one of the records did not have more than 50,000 as total price. So that's how the cursors can be used in Snowflake. There's one important thing that we need to keep in mind while using cursors in Snowflake. Since Snowflake being a cloud tool, it's a cloud-based database. The performance of any store prop you develop is very important to consider. So please note that whenever you execute any or implement any cursor within the for loop, please do not run any Snowflake commands or Snowflake queries like any DDL or DML, because this is going to slow down your procedure. As long as your for loop runs, that that DML statement or DADL statement is going to run that many number of times, which will be resource intensive, and it's going to slow down your procedure a lot. Instead of that, please keep your DDL or DML statements outside the for loop. It's a good idea to execute any other kind of statements within this for loop, like assignment statements or any other calculations that you're going to perform. But please do not execute the DML or DDL statements inside the for loop. That's all with this lesson. Thanks for watching.